Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing some scroll and scribble number 28. It's been a minute since I've done a scroll and scribble. I've been doing like lots of other things, and we are in a brand new book sketchbook. I loved this sketchbook so much that I had to get another one. I love it mostly because it lays completely flat. And for people like me who like to draw across the middle of the page, this is like, I don't know, it's like the best thing ever. In a lot of my recent videos, I've been using this Stillman & Byrne Epsilon series sketchbook. The paper is great. The sketchbook doesn't lay flat. So I've had a little bit of an issue when drawing across the page, so we're going to be using this one today instead of this one. Real quick, if this is your first scroll and scribble, welcome. What I'm going to be doing is taking you over to another screen where I have a pre-selected list of pictures, and I'm going to scroll through those pictures really fast and stop on a random picture, and no matter what it is, we're going to draw it. And then I'm going to do it again and again until I've filled up a full 2-page spread in my sketchbook. It's a lot of fun, it's very random, and it's literally the best way to just stop searching for the best picture and just pick something and get to sketching. I will be popping up the picture right over here, so feel free to follow along. I'm going to be using Caran Neocolor IIs and Stabilo Woodys. Those are both water soluble. I might use some water, but I might not. And as always, if you're curious about anything that I'm using today, I always link it in my description box below the video. So yeah, let's just get in here. I'm going to take you over to the other screen and we'll figure out what we're going to draw first. All right, here we are at the top of the list. I'm going to put my cursor right over here to start with, and whatever lands here is what we're gonna do first. So let's scroll and stop. Hey, okay. That should be a nice one to start with. All right, I think I want to put this one like right up here and then the stem come down like that. This one's probably going to be a lot harder than I think it's going to be because it is a flower. I always struggle with flowers, but we're going to do our best on this one. And I think I want to start in the middle with kind of like the shape of it, the little petally parts, and then I'll go in between with the green because it kind of looks like that. Petal number 1. And they kind of go around all the way around like that. So this is like the middle section, the waist belt. I think they're like in between, right? So we'll go here and we'll make it a little bit like fatter on the bottom. And the side ones, just do a scribbly something, okay? Because they're facing that way. So just kind of fake it. It'll probably look better than if you really try to get the exact shape. These bottom ones are kind of fun, and they're mostly purple, so we're gonna have to go over them at the end anyway. So just do some long something, okay? I know y'all are probably like, this is not at all what it looks like, but it really will be, I think. And then these are gonna be white, so we're gonna do those in like a light gray, maybe? Light gray, or should I do like a light blue? I'm gonna do a light blue because a lot of times shadows are kind of blue. We've definitely run off the page and I'm not worried about it because we're just gonna do the top side like that. And all of these just kind of swoop like that. And they're a little bit scribbly in between. Just trust me on this, okay? Do it like this and just kind of wrap it around and then do some in between here and there. And I'm gonna make the top part a little bit darker because there's a lot of them that you can't really see, but we're gonna pretend like you can see them. I'm gonna add a touch of blue to the tops of these just because I think it would look cool to blend it down. Slowly have like less and less blue on the tips. The bottom ones are lighter at the bottom, so we'll go to the bottom of that. If you're unsure about it, I'm with you. I'm unsure about it too. But we're gonna keep on keeping on. I'm gonna do this the bottom side. Okay. Do a little bit of this dark stuff. If you squint your eyes, it helps a lot. Because then you can really just like stop focusing on all the sharp edges and just get scribbly. Scribbling is the key today. All right, and I'm gonna add a bit of yellow to the bottom sides of these because it is shining a bit yellow on parts, isn't it? Now we'll add a touch of green in the middle, in between all of this. Let me just go ahead and make the stem just like that. We'll do a little more shadows in here. Even some shadows this one. And we're almost done. I just gotta add some purple. We're gonna get down in here. Try to connect some of this. I'm gonna have to maybe, I don't know, maybe I should do another segment here. Because it's like they curl up. So this part kind of comes up in here. But I think these are too spaced out, so I'm gonna add some more. Add some more in here. Just, you know, pretend like you know what you're doing. That's the best way to get it done. It already looks 10 times better. Reinforce some of these. And I kind of want to shape these a little better. So I'll do that. Because if you look at the picture, they're kind of like crumpled up anyway. You might as well just kind of scribble around with it. Start doing what feels right in your eyeball. I know that's easier said than done, but the more you practice trying that, the more you will figure it out. See, I think that looks pretty good. I think I'm good. I'm trying to make it a little bit more round. So we'll just kind of do that. So this kind of follows it around, and then we need another one kind of coming around this way. So we'll just kind of do like that. I think I need another one right here, so do like that. Yeah, I think that's good. I think I'm good with that. I like this blue. I'm just kind of spreading it around. There we have it. I'm really happy with how that turned out. I honestly was a little panicked whenever I first started drawing it, because it looks simple, right? It's like, oh, it's just kind of a floofy flower, until you really start looking at it and you realize like, oh, there's all these different little like segments that kind of go this way and that way. Don't feel bad if yours looks like just like a puff ball of color, because this is a really, really hard one. I think it definitely helped to be scribbly with it. So let's go to the next one, see what we're gonna get. All right, we are back up at the top. I'm gonna put the cursor on this side this time, and we'll scroll, scroll, scroll. And stop right around now. Oop. What kind of bird is this? This person said it's a double-banded courser. He's pretty. I think I want to put the bird right here, but this keeps catching my eye. It's just so pretty. I feel like drawing this again. I think like after I'm done with this, I'm gonna go to the next page and draw like a bunch of these. I thought it was gonna turn out so bad, and it's so good. Anyway, okay, let's get over it. I'm over it, and we're gonna draw this bird. He'll go behind a little bit. Yeah, I want to put it like right here. I think I want to use dark, what is this? Indigo. I'm gonna use indigo blue. I don't know why. Here we go. We'll do them these two colors. Indigo blue, because it's really dark and it's gonna look almost black, but not quite. And then I'm gonna do desert rose for his brown parts. I want his legs to be about this long. I want his head to be about here. So let me just lock in his head real quick. His legs will end here. So we'll do that as the underneath body. Oh no, his head's gonna be way too big. We can always bring this down a little bit. Oh, I'm gonna lose his feet. I don't wanna lose his feet. He'll just have a big old head. He'll have a big old head. Okay. Okay, I think it'll work out. Here's his wing. Wing comes down. Here's one leg. And here's the back side of the other leg. And he's got this part that comes around, and this part. And we'll mark his eyeball out. Let's exaggerate these big old feathers that look like fish scales. Darken in the eyeball. Leave a little white space for shine. His beak is about here. He looks like he's got a tiny beak. That actually is really cute, but we're not gonna keep it that way. His beak rounds down just a touch and then comes straight back. Longer, because I think I did it a little too fat. So we'll make it look a little bit better that way. This kind of goes all the way back to his eyeball. And he's got like a helmet. He's wearing like a helmet. And we'll just kind of do some dots. Dottiness. some straight feathery bits that come down. And then he's got this big necklace. And it's a little scruffly looking. And then he's got another one that comes down a lot thicker and wraps around, comes back. Underwing. Not too bad. I need to put his feet. Let's put his feet before I forget about feet. His legs go back a bit and back a bit. And then he's got a big old knee. And then it comes forward a bit. Forward a bit. And it's kind of got little lines like that. I'm gonna go with like a little bit of a darker gray and put like a harsher shadow. Beautiful. Okay, I need to do a little bit more under here because he kind of looks humpbacked. Make his bum go straight back a bit more. I think it'll be all right. Let's make these a little thicker, and that way when I go back with the dark color, I'll just have a little space to color in. We are almost done. There we go. He's not perfect, but I like it a lot. Should I put, I think I should put some shape to this, just. There we go. I'm sad that I lost the feet, but I actually really like the position of him. I like that he's big, especially since he's next to a huge flower. You know what I mean? He kind of needed to be big, so it was worth losing the feet, even though I love me some bird feet. Okay, let's scroll again, see what else we're gonna get. We're back up at the top. I'm gonna put the cursor right over here this time, and as much as I wanna draw this guy, we gotta scroll for it. So let's scroll. Keep scrolling, keep scrolling, and stop. Hey! Very nice, very nice. All right, just what this page was needing. I want to put the fly up here, and then we'll have plenty of space down here for one more thing. Frodo, you gotta get off of that, honey. I think my dog needs to go out real quick. He says, Mama, please take me outside. Take the puppy outside. Here's how, do I want it that big? Let's do the back bum. And we're just going to roll with it. He's gonna be big. But I'm forever doing things too big. But they always end up looking good, even though I do them way too big. I have learned to trust myself. Highly underrated skill to have, trusting yourself. We'll color in some more, but I want to get this the eyes, because I don't want to run into the bird. I think I'll actually do his eyeballs bronze. Maybe they'll shine a bit. The middle is about here. Okay, so we'll do a line there and a line here. And we'll do a big old bubble of an eyeball. It kind of points. Okay, this one kind of comes around really wide. So we'll go really wide with it. Around the head with this light gray, even though you can barely see it. Should we try a silver? Yeah. Maybe a little silver. Okay, and he's got some weird stuff down the middle with some black in between. All right, now we gotta do the legs and the wings. The wings are probably, I mean, they seem like they would be the most challenging part, but you want me to show you how easy the wings are gonna be? They're gonna come farther than his body, so they're probably gonna go off the page. But we're gonna start right about here. We'll do a little dot, because there's like a weird dot there. And then we're just gonna kind of go like that. And that. And then on the other side, they're kind of over here. We're gonna come around right here. So let's start from here and go. Okay, and then we'll meet it. And then, and there's all these like segmented parts, and you don't gotta be perfect about it. Just kind of do some lines. Start with some bubbly shapes like that, and then just keep them going. Put it over like that. And if you go over, we can just make the wing bigger. See? Even though I messed up here and there, it doesn't look like it messed up. Just make it messy. It doesn't have to make sense. You know, we're not being graded by our anatomy with flies. Add some shadow in this body. I really like his head. His head looks really cool, especially when you shine it. Let's get some legs going on. We got one sticking out here, coming down like right here. And then one that goes backways like that. Down and out, out. I'm kind of taking up a lot of space with this guy, but that's all right. It's worth it. He's a beautiful fly. When else are you ever gonna probably draw a fly? You know what I'm saying? So let him take up as much space as he wants, or as you want him to have. He's got some weird stuff here. We'll just kind of fake some stuff. And I want to add a little bit more green here. Make this a bit more fun and bright before we add the little hairs. Because once you add the hairs, you don't want to have them like blend in with all this. So, is it a little? I think it's a little yellowy in here too. So, a tiny bit of yellowy. I'll go back over these lines a little bit harsher because they got a little bit lost. Here. And we'll add his little tiny hairs. Yeah. I mean, as far as flies go, I think he's pretty wonderful. His body's a bit ant-like, but that's okay. I do want to add some white shine to the wings. Could be a fail, but we're gonna give it a try. Let's just see what happens. Find little sections of it. Nice. I'm glad I tried this. I almost was like, I'll leave it, you know. I like it a lot better than that, you know, because you can tell it's a wing now. Very cool. Just kind of smearing the black over this part because it kind of, I don't know, helps it blend in with the rest. I gotta say, I really love it. I know some of you are gonna really hate it and think I ruined this page, right? Because it was so pretty and then blank. But this was like the funnest thing I've ever drawn. The wings were really fun. Just having a fun time scribbling around his body. And the shiny eyeballs. I love it. I love everything about it. I'm happy it's on the page. Let's scroll one last time and see what we can put right here. All right, here we go. Last time. And I'm going to put the cursor right down here this time. And we'll scroll. And keep scrolling. And keep scrolling. And stop. Hey, watermelon? Nice. I mean, honestly, I think the watermelon is going to be perfect for this page. Obviously, it's going behind the fly. I think if I round it like this, I can have it to where it looks like he's sitting on the watermelon. Like make it really big right here, take up all this space. I think that's gonna be pretty cool. So I'm not sure what pink would be best. So I'm probably gonna use a combination of these two. Ruby red and salmon pink. I think I'm gonna have to like go on top of this one with this one, make it look a little more watermelon-y colored. We'll start with the dark red first. I think he's probably gonna have to be like on the side of it. So let's just kind of follow like where his feet are, and we'll have it go like this. Maybe come past his foot a little bit with it. And then let's just take it up from here. Just straight as we can kind of do it like that. And then we'll have this be the tip. So the tip comes back this way. Come back down this way, and we'll actually have it a little bit farther over here. And then this is just gonna kind of swoop off the page. Not super worried about it. And I'm not too worried about where the seeds are gonna go because the seeds are black, so it'll go over top of this really easily. I think I'm gonna go a little darker underneath the fly. Let me use this like pale yellow to kind of extend this down, just so we know where it's going. Back that way. I'll blend this in with the red. This white part curves with this, so we'll curve it like that. Now for the green part, just trace that, and it just kind of comes right down. Lots of thunder outside. Scribble in the middle. Get some really bright green. Do I have a darker? I need like a darker green. Try this moss green, see if we can just darken it up a bit so it doesn't look quite so fake looking. I don't really like where this ends, so I'm gonna bring it in front of the leg a little bit. Just a little bit. Because it kind of, I don't know, it was just like touching and it felt weird. Now let's get some seeds up in here. Lots of thunder. Yeah, I think I need to hurry this guy up. I'm not worried about the exact placement. We are just gonna put one right around here. Put another one right around here. Maybe a third one right around here. Underneath the wing. I'll put a little light gray on top so it looks a bit shiny. Okay. We'll kind of go around it with some pink. Try to make it look like it's embedded. Hopefully you can kind of see what I'm going for. Blend this part. Pink it up a little bit. Okay, so I noticed one thing. This needs to come down because you see how this is on this kind of line? This needs to be on the same line going this way. So we need to make this swoop down more this way. I was like, okay, something feels wrong about this edge piece, and that's exactly what it is. Now it's just about right. Blend this out a little bit more. This was really fun. I'm so glad I got a watermelon. It really does something for the page, considering there's a big old fly right here. I love that everything is like huge. Out of all these things, I'm sure the bird is probably the biggest in real life, but it's actually like the smallest compared to everything else, which is kind of cool. Hit this again with some white just to push all that red behind it a little bit. I hope you enjoyed this one. I mean, I know we got a fly, and I know some of you are gonna be like, ew, disgusting. Honestly, I think he was like the most fun to draw. The flower was a lot of fun to draw, but I think the fly was really fun also. I really like the texture this is making just by going over the red. I'm gonna make it a little bit more red. It got a little pink, didn't it? All right, we're done. It's too much thunder going on. I don't want to lose power or, you know, stuff like that. So what do we think? I think this is like, this could be my new favorite. Most of the time when I do these scroll and scribbles, whatever one I'm doing currently is my new favorite. And I think this one is no exception. I love everything about this page. I'm so glad I got the watermelon. I really want to eat watermelon now and draw some flowers and draw more flies. And I hope you do too. Don't forget to let me know which one was your favorite. Thank you to everyone who hit the like button. It really helps my channel out a lot. And thank you to all my subscribers, whether you just joined today or you've been here from the start. Thank you so much for coming back each week. If you'd like some more Scroll and Scribble, I have a whole playlist. I'll put it right over here. And yeah, I'll see y'all next time.